It's time now for the Peter Channel sign-off news on this early Thursday morning, November 3rd, 2016. And just before the Peter Channel signs up for the night, a summary of the overnight news headlines on this early Thursday morning, November 3rd, 2016. Peter Wiggins out here, news headlines. Top 3 at 1:10 on this early Thursday morning. It is one man has made this year's U.S. presidential election the most extraordinary. It's been an electric self-fest democracy the most vibrant and shameful. Non's former Ku Klux Klan wizard David Duke's presence dominated the final televised debate in the race for Louisiana Senate race here Thursday. A city police board called into bulk more than 50 protesters from Emory Auditorium. Facebook Incorporated now on pace to reach $27 million in revenue this year, defying the slowdown and the growth that usually comes with increase in size. Some who saw the change of Obama find it now for Donald Trump. Carrie Underwood, Mayor Morrison, and Entertainer Car Forbes were big winners of the 50th CMA Awards. ISIS media arm has released auto-properly featuring its leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, which he urged fighters not to retreat from attacking an Iraqi stronghold Mosul. A group of teachers from the German city of Oldenburg recently launched a boycott campaign against Israel. As teachers, Christopher Glenn stands next to the Palestinian slingshot graffiti. A lockdown had been in place at the U.S. Navy base in Japan Thursday morning after a reported shots being fired at. One of the base civilians been lifting officials and acts. So Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte said he'll consider continuing to acquire weapons and defense equipment from treaty allies that the United States and in his military recommendations sold despite offers from China and Russia. A suspect who wasn't more than ambush killings of 2 our police officers were taken into custody hours later after he flagged down a natural resource officer at County Way from where the killings occurred, police said. The mayor of a Mississippi town where a black church was church with and vandalized words, quote, Trump said Wednesday that the incident is being investigated as a hate crime. Washington. Among the casualties of the 2016 presidential campaign is a mistake of the FBI beyond the scenes of the past 15 months and finding among some of the agents and officials that exposed some of the parts of the story Bureau to be buffeted. Local news out of former feud between the mayor and the council over the layoff of the Consular Service Administrator appears to be over now. A sharp divided council affirmed the decision to cut the job for the mayor's office on a 6-5 vote Tuesday. Mayor Kevin Dumas had requested a restatement of the position and has appeared twice before the council to lobby for it. The original vote to cut the job came during June during a marathon budget session when the councils were finalizing a spending plan to trim $260,000 on a 2/10 to 1% for a $125.5 million budget. The move touched the bitter battle between Dumas and the councils who decided to reduce the staff. However, councils who sparked a million uproar after asking that the cash-strapped school department would spend an additional $250,000 and expect the tax revenue to get an answer on Tuesday, and the schools coming expected. Norfolk Witcher Villas waited 79 years to vote for the women in the presidency. When it comes to buying a used car, Massachusetts, the operator's phrase is still buyer beware. Mansfield, the search for the new school superintendent, has drawn greater than interest than most others expected. Attleboro, a woman scheduled trial and a criminal harassment charge was arrested in Attleboro this quarter Wednesday after she allegedly confronted witnesses and tried to convince them that even not to testify against her and try to change their testimony. Attleboro, if Attleboro High School students had their way, there would be no additional charter schools. Chickens would be raised by our cages and the country would move toward more alternative energy. Pembroke, Massachusetts police in Massachusetts town arrested a masked Donald Trump supporter who they say was waving with a plastic knife and Hillary Clinton sign along a busy road. WBC TV reported that Pembroke police officer arrested Joe Pekowitz on Wednesday after getting calls from drivers who were worried about him. The man was wearing boots, military fatigue pants, and a hooded sweatshirt that masked his face. The officers say they reportedly ordered him to drop the knife, which turned out to be a plastic choice. He was charged with disorderly conduct. Boston, the American Civil Liberties Union, is challenging the Constitution of Massachusetts law that requires votes to be registered at least 20 days before an election. The former professional wrestler Hulk Hogan game days, Sterling Belair, leaving the court marches, Cocker and Hulk Hogan reach a $31 million settlement. Fed gives $7 on December high. Charles Kids and U.S. election jitters with jobs ahead as the stock, the Dow dropped 77.46 points to 79.59.64, SP 5 then 13.78 points at 2097.94, NASDAQ 5,105.57. Whole Foods markets management say the grocery industry remains very tight despite growing the new 3 days to 5 by Whole Foods value focused stores. The company insisted there was limited on embarking on any deeply discounted program. An 8-person group called the International Space Station Advisory Committee has reported apparently about a SpaceX proposal to fuel rockets while astronauts are present. They called it Jacuzzi in space. The underwater lake just got 3,300 feet below the surface of the Gulf of Mexico was pit of a super salty water that dissolves methane that and kills any critter unlucky enough to fall inside. The Paris Agreement on Climate Change, the groundbreaking new global climate pact, comes into force on November 4th. Donald Trump was elected 4 days later. He said he will cancel it. Congress' new photo revealed pillars of destruction. A 50-year-old man developed acute appetite from excess energy drink consumption, according to a new case report published this week in BMJ Case Reports. Fewer U.S. men get prostate biopsies for surgery. After new recommendations steered most men away from routine prostate cancer screenings, researchers reported on Wednesday. After the Facebook post about Zika virus were plentiful and not popular, several autopsies suggested that a patient diagnosed having Alzheimer's disease, and he's studying numerous platform mates with a neural background invisible. Pensacola, Florida, campaign in this critical round state just 6 days before Election Day. Donald Trump announced that the key to victory might be able to stay in the message, stick to self-public, and ignore the sound call. Pussy case talked by the TBS late night show Conan Tuesday night and invested full for the New York the president saying, "If you vote early, you're a grown-up." A poll worker in Texas was injured when he tried to move a Donald Trump campaign sign and cut his hand on Bucks Girl Blades and it had been attached to it. Congo, New Hampshire, and New Hampshire Republican U.S. Senator Kelly Yadi Wednesday turned a debate question about cyber attacks into one of the more aggressive critiques that are Democratic challenge to go to Megan Hassan. And take a look at New England and Slurps in Burton, New Hampshire. A motor vehicle pedestrian accident on the corner of Union Street and Amherst Street and Essex County Sheriff seeking two inmates who walked away from a launch correction alternative center. Peter Chelduzheim is now 117 on this early Thursday morning, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Baby, on the subway system and the commuter rail and the ferries, they are looking good. Alright, looking at highways and byways. E4 westbound side of this backed up just around west of Route 8. 195 westbound side of this backed up around Route 140 in New Bedford. 79 the northbound side of backed up around the Fall River stretch. 95 is northbound side of backed up from George Washington Bridge down to the Bronx. Lincoln on the westbound side of this backed up. Brooklyn Bridge on the southbound side is backed up. 278 on the westbound side backed up to Brooklyn stretch. 120 southbound side is slow around Route 9 on Wellesley. 190 on the southbound side of backed around 290 in Worcester. 190 on the northbound side backed up West Wilson. 190 on the northbound side back to Northampton. 95 on the 93 and southbound side back to number 393 Cork, New Hampshire. Interstate 89 Cork, New Hampshire. Main turbout southbound northbound side back to just around 295 in Gardner, Maine. And Outward 15 on the southbound side slow just before South Vancouver headed towards the U.S. border. And 49 on the southbound side it is slow around New York State 3 and New York State 3 on the eastbound side it is slow just around Route 219 West Seneca, New York. Peter Chelduzheim is now 118 on this early Thursday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. For the overnight hours of the night, we're going to have some. Most skies got about 50 degrees, calm wind first. Thursday, a chance of showers, thunderstorms are possible at 5 p.m. Most skies got about 600 degrees, calm wind coming in the 7, 5 miles an hour, chance space to 30%, new rain 4 miles less than 10 inches possible at 700 miles possible thunderstorms. Thursday night, start like about place, a thunderstorm before 9 p.m., then a chance of showers, most skies got about 42 degrees, north is about 8 to 11 miles gust side, 25 miles an hour, chance speed to 6%. New miles less than 10 minutes, check time out, possible thunderstorms. Friday, most skies got about 52 to about 30 degrees. Winds to northwest at 3 to 10 miles gust side, 21 miles an hour. For Saturday, sunny podcast got about 51 to about 39 degrees. For Sunday, partly sunny podcast got about 51 to about 34 degrees. For Monday, mostly sunny podcast got about 50 about 34 degrees. And Tuesday, mostly sunny sky about 57 to about 39 degrees. And for Wednesday, mostly sky about 57 degrees. Currently, not near it is cloudy skies, and we got a temperature of 53 degrees, humidity at 99%, and out of Mansfield in Easton, 54 degrees, and over in Ann Arbor, 55. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel Sun-Off News on this early Thursday morning, November 3rd, 2016. Good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night with a goodbye day. Time now, 19 minutes after 1 a.m. on this early Thursday morning. Peter Channel me sign off for the night. Viewers will be out. Good night, and good morning. Good night. See you in the morning.